OMG BBG! What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another BeybladeGeeks video. Today we're unboxing BX-02 Hells Scythe. This is the second ever Beyblade X product. Of course, we got the early preview of Beyblade X for the first 3 products, so this is the last product of this early release. Brendan previously unboxed Drawn Sword in Japan, so watch that video. And then we also went over BX-10, the Extreme Base Stadium, and the new ways to play with Beyblade X. Super exciting stuff. Yeah, overall a very minimalistic design with the box art. What do you guys think about that? I guess they're catering more towards adults and stuff like that, so it makes sense. Right in this, the bottom there, it says Extreme Gear Sports, right? Beyblade is becoming a sport, guys, in Beyblade X. Let's see if they can pull it off. Information-wise, we see our brand new anime character, Bird, or in the Japanese, his name is Bado. So he has Hells Scythe. In the manga, he was previously using the Eagle Bay, but then that got destroyed, and then now he's using Hells Scythe. So once we see more information from Korokoro or from the anime, we'll get to learn more about our new main character. The Beyblade system is completely different now with Beyblade X. It comes with 3 separate parts. The first part is Blade. And so this is Hells Scythe. Got attack 30, defense 35, and then stamina 35. So this is just the beginning of Beyblade X, so none of these bays are extremely powerful quite yet. So it's kind of cool that Takara Tomy is staying true to its graph and is not just like inflating its stats right in the maximum or something like that. Yeah, maybe this is accurate. Okay, so that's the blade. The second part of the Beyblade design is the ratchet. So this is a defense type ratchet. The name is 460. The 4 means that there's 4 sides of the ratchet or 4 protrusion points. And so you see 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 60 is the height of the ratchet. The larger the number, the taller it is. I know in the Metal Sega, that number corresponds to the millimeter of the height of the track. Attack 11, defense 13, stamina 6. And then the height, it seems like there's a rating for that too. It's 2 out of 5. Now moving over to our, I really want to say driver, but it's no longer called driver in this generation. It's called bit. This is called T or taper as the bit name. Attack 30, defense 20, stamina 20, and then there's a dash rating 25. And then there's also burst resistance. In Beyblade X, burst resistance is determined by the bit of the bay. So yeah, that's pretty cool. It's pretty high. Maybe it's not going to burst that easily. Before we get started with the unboxing, make sure you guys should subscribe to this channel and click on that bell notification icon so you guys don't miss the next video. Check out our Instagram at Geek Dosage and on TikTok at BeybladeGeeks Official. Unboxing time. Second ever Beyblade X unboxing for the bays themselves. Yeah, the packaging is still pretty similar to the previous like shapes of Beyblade Burst products. But yeah, the design of the actual images are a little bit more minimalistic. Yeah, still can't get over how small these bays are. Just take a moment to appreciate the new information about Beyblade X. Eventually we won't be looking at the instruction manuals anymore, but this is how it looks, right? It's teaching us about how to use the new system, right? How to put the bays together. The new Bay pointer that's going to come out, well, I guess it's called Bay Battle Pass. And then the new app that's going to come out as well. A new rare Bay Get Battle prize. Oh, that Cobalt Drake looks so good. So far, yeah, impressions wise, it's just feels like it's really small. And so far these bays, the first gen anyways, there's no stickers. But I anticipate them to have more intricate and details in the design later on in the season. And we have the main Beyblade taken apart out of the package. Let's talk about the details. So Hells Scythe, the design seems like, unlike Drawn Sword, which has 3 points of contacts and kind of looks like Valkyrie, this one has 4. It really does give us that same vibe, like what Spriggan is to Hells Scythe and what Valkyrie is to Drawn Sword. It's got like a demon design right in the center there. Now looking at the chassis, same thing. It's a 460, the naming for this chassis, and you also have 4 points of contacts there. The height is 60, which is the exact same as Drawn Sword's chassis, the same height. Now onto the part that really changes the attribute of the Beyblade X performance in the Extreme Stadium is the bit. So this one here is taper. So the tip is still flat. It's still got that whole flat look, but the edge is rounded off. So I think performance-wise, it should still be pretty fast nonetheless. To put our bay together, you go chassis first. It's still like more of a mystery how the bays are actually able to burst, because the chassis has to go in first. You click it counterclockwise, clicks in, and then the bit just kind of goes in, pushes in like that. So yeah, it's interesting because like you can't really unclick the chassis when it's not spinning, but I guess the tip really does control the burst resistance, and yeah, you are still able to burst the bay if you hit it really hard while it's spinning. It's also free spinning, and then the avatar is able to move like that as well. Yeah, generally a really interesting and new design. I think that's going to be really nice for those of you who are worried about like wear and tear, because the burst resistance is no longer controlled by the layer. I don't think you'll get the same like teeth wear from Beyblade burst bays. So a improvement in Beyblade engineering. A quick comparison with drawn sword. So the height of the bay is pretty much exactly the same, because your tip, or I keep calling it a tip or driver, but it's called the bit. The bit has the same height, just different shapes. The chassis height is also the same. We'll have to see more Beyblade X bays get released before we see huge changes. So far, these are the 2 early previews. What do you guys think? And then here's a comparison with the Season 1 Beyblade Burst Bay, Wild Wyvern. Yeah, it's like around the same size actually, right? Except Beyblade X is all metal with the layer, right? And then you tip it over, Beyblade X bays are generally also taller because it has to compensate for the extreme line. You gotta match the gear onto the stadium, so makes sense. And then Beyblade Burst DB or BU bays, the latest generation of Beyblade Burst bays. Look how much bigger it is, right? Maybe eventually we'll see a bay this big for Beyblade X. What do you guys think? And then let's talk about one of my favorite parts about Beyblade X is the new launcher design. 3 prongs, so it stays a bit more secured compared to your Beyblade Burst bays. Yeah, overall the launcher is also really stable, right? It's nice. It's free spins after you pull it. It is more secured, but it is designed to just sit there, so it will still fall out if you shake it. All right, let's do a test spin with Hells Scythe. 3, 2, 1, let it. Oh, look at that rebound. Dude, this new system is just so sick. And Hells Scythe, although it is a balance type, definitely still got a lot of attack attributes. The attack power is pretty high. And I was seeing that you guys are talking about in the comments about the trajectory of the bays. That is definitely more important now with the Extreme Dash gimmick. It's like, where do I want my bay to land and where do I want it to shoot out? Yeah, so far, it's just so cool to see it in action. What do you guys think of this new system, and what do you guys think of Hells Scythe? Test battle time. Hells Scythe, let's go. 3, 2, 1, there. Ooh, big hit. This went flying. Oh, that was like a dead stop. Stay tuned, guys. We are going to be doing a dedicated battle between Drawn Sword and Hells Scythe. So that's it for the unboxing of Hells Scythe BX-02. What do you guys think of this bay, and what do you think about Bird, our new protagonist, how he's gonna do with the brand new bay? So if you guys could choose, would you choose Hells Scythe and Bird as your new bay, or X-Cross and Drawn Sword? Let us know in the comment section below. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe, and as always, geeks out.